Pepper from pepperscraps.com, and today is all about 10th grade over at mommyspiggytales.com, which is a project all about recording your youth in 15 posts or vlogs. And so today we're talking about 10th grade. The summer before my 10th grade year, I started dating a new boy, and you've actually met him before if you watched my videos. His name was Mike. He dated a couple of my friends, and I knew him in the little town that I lived in. And somehow I found him again, I don't remember how, in the city. So that was probably the second longest relationship I've ever had. We dated for 10 months, so pretty much all the way through 10th grade. So in 10th grade, I was going to have my first year of high school, but I ended up being really lucky. I ended up not becoming a freshman or the newbie class in this high school. The year that I went to 10th grade, the district that I lived in decided that they wanted a 4-year high school. So they had the 9th graders move up with the 10th graders into the high schools. I got to move into a brand new school in the city that I lived in. It was a very beautifully built building with lots of windows, skylights. There was this really neat place underneath the stairs that the builder decided to leave it open and have a round column holding it up, and then leave an area where you could sit and study. He kind of liked to put little different nooks in the whole school, kind of like that. So it was a really pretty school. It was kind of neat also because there was no seniors in that school. Because it was a brand new high school, they opted to let the seniors finish their last year in the high schools that they were at. And so I was actually in the middle. There was some juniors and sophomores, which I was in, and freshmen. There was only some juniors because the district also decided that year to allow open enrollment, so everybody got to choose the high school they got to go to. So that was kind of interesting. We had some people that actually lived out of the area that rode the bus in that chose to go to the school, but most people actually were from the designated different areas. It was kind of fun. I made some friends. I kind of hung out with the kind of geeky people. I hung out with the band people. I was one of the kids that was probably playing, card games at the lunch table. I think we were playing hearts. So, I wasn't in the popular crowd, but it didn't really bother me. I had friends. Plus, I had youth group still. I had really close friends in youth group. And at that time, we were the next class up in the high school group, and I think the youth group decided to switch over to a 4-year high school youth group also at the same time. So that was kind of fun. I still have my really close-knit friends from the original youth group that I started with, and then we got to add a few different people in. So that's just a few different things from my 10th grade. At the end of 10th grade, I did have a really hard breakup with my boyfriend, Mike. He broke up with me. Basically, he said that I was pretty much a goody two-shoes and that he was a bad boy and that I was not good for him. Or he was not good for me. So in the long run, it did end up being a good thing that he broke up with me. He was actually, a little bit of a troublemaker. And he always seemed to pop up back in my life at different times. But I think the last time I saw him was about 11 years ago. So, but every single time I met him, he was kind of in a different kind of trouble. So, next year, or next week, all about next year, which is the junior year, is going to be really exciting. You get to meet my next boyfriend, and if you've ever read my About page, you know that this is a big year for me. So I hope that you will join me next week. And again, this is Pepper at pepperscraps.com. Thank you.